Welcome back to Authentic with Brazil 201. I'm your host, Brazil 201. Today we're going to talk about the series finale of Task. I can't believe this show stuck the landing because, like most people, after the first 18 minutes of last week's episode, which felt like a series finale with the shootout between Robbie and Perry and the FBI, and the fact that it was finally revealed that Grasso was the mole and Lizzie's death, it seemed like, oh, okay, that would be the end of the show, right? So what would this final episode be? I guess just a legal case of Grasso going to jail because it seemed to be that the FBI knew it was Grasso. Now I gotta say, the MacGuffin factor of how they get all of this done together in 12 hours very quickly is my only problem with the finale. But overall, I thought it was great because a lot happens in this finale. So first of all, the cops find Aaron's body. The police moles, which still exist, are leaking the information to the dude who looks like Fez from Euphoria, and he's able to piece it together because she died holding Perry's chain. So he kills Perry. Meanwhile, this redheaded lady calls, is like, yo, they're going after Maeve. She's an innocent girl. The other FBI or state patrol informant ends up at Grasso's house. But before we get to that, Grasso's like, look, goes to his sister's house and he's like, look, I've been doing this for 2 years. It's how I got mom out of the hospice center. It's how you got this house from after getting beat by your ex husband. And I feel guilty. It's all, I gotta turn myself in. Grasso feels guilt. We love that. But then we learned the state patrol guy was going to try to make Grasso's death look like a suicide so he couldn't rot anyone else. Then we learned the motorcycle club sent someone to Grasso's house, kills that state trooper. Grasso gets shot. He kills the other guy. Grasso learns that they're heading to Maeve's house because of the money. Grasso makes it to Maeve's house. Luckily, because Tom was tracking Grasso to make sure he doesn't flee, he follows the car to Maeve's house. Grasso tries to warn Maeve. Maeve isn't able to get out in time because she forgot the keys. So shootout happens at Maeve's house. By the way, I was like, oh god, are they going to kill Maeve? Are they going to kill one of the kids? I hope this doesn't happen. Right? Aaliyah kills one of the biker people, and Grasso ends up killing the one dude who was holding Maeve hostage. And now I assume some charges are going to get dropped from Grasso, so it won't be as bad because Grasso really did redeem himself in this episode. Like in the 30 minutes, so like he really did redeem himself enough that, like, yeah, he should still go to jail, but not like maximum sentence for a lot of it. And then Tom sees the money, and I guess because Robbie was always so nice to Tom about everything, that Tom lets Maeve keep the money. He's like, I don't know where the money is, and blah, 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 which is good. Good for Maeve. They can get the hell out of that rural town with $1 million in cash, okay? They got to get the fuck out of this town that is controlled by bikers. I didn't know the outskirts of Allentown, Pennsylvania were such a mess that they were controlled by bikers. And if you told us from episode 1 that the show would have ended this way, I wouldn't have believed it because it always seemed like, oh, that Tom would eventually arrested Robbie or the biker gang, like one would kill the other in that conflict, but that's not what happens. That when Tom and Robbie finally meet, they actually get along, and then in reality, that could have been a great show. And we learned that it's not black and white. And the only aspect of the finale I really did not like is I don't care about the adopted children that Tom has got, or that his one adopted son killed his wife. Like, I'm sorry, but I don't buy that anyone would forgive their son. Well, because it's not even his real son, right? It wasn't like his biological son murdered his wife. It was his adopted son. So it's not real. And I don't buy the fact that people will truly, like, love their adopted children, because we see he has adopted children and he has real children, right? And, like, nobody would forgive their adopted children, because they're not the real children, for killing their fucking wife, and that he's allowed to get out of jail for this. I don't care if he was schizophrenic or whatever the story is. This entire subsection story with the adopted children is annoying. The adopted children plot line was horrible, okay? As well as the fact that Tom was like a priest, but very bad of being a priest, and I want to know how many priests are becoming FBI agents. I want to know. But it looks like the show ends that Tom is keeping Sam. Like, congrats, you got to keep a kid that was kidnapped from a biker gang's death, and maybe Tom will like this one more because he likes chickens and all of it. I just gotta say that is the thing with the adopted children and the whole plot line. It's just stuff I did not care about, and I don't think the average person really cared about it. I enjoyed Lizzie. I think the actor. First of all, I had no idea the actor who plays Grasso. I thought he was just like a dude from South Jersey or Philadelphia, like just naturally from that, or Queens, right? Because he looks like a dude from Queens or South Jersey. Like an Italian Republican guy who could be who probably would beat like Mikey Sherrill in the governor race because like he's just an attractive South Jersey Italian guy. He's not South Jersey or Italian. He's from the UK. And once again, I'm tricked. Same for the hot white chick in the show, Lizzie and Maeve. All of them are British. They're all hot British people, but not who can do really good American accents, and that makes me so confused. So confused. Now, is this show a top 10 show of 2025? In retrospect, as something where The Diplomat just came out on Thursday, The Diplomat's episodes 1 through 8 are pound for pound better than Task. And I think this is a good show. I don't think this is a top 10 show of the year at all. And if it was a top 10 show of the year, a lot of people would be watching it. As we see with, because it would enter the conversation. Like The Pit and Adolescence are shows that are going to be 1 and 2 on everybody's list, and they entered the conversation. Some people are going to put White Lotus on their list. Some people are going to put Severance on their list. I assume Stranger Things season 5, Fallout season 2 will end up on a lot of people's lists. I think The Diplomat is going to be season 3 is going to be on my list. I think it's phenomenal, as well as like Paradise and shit like this. It just seemed like this show had more bad moments than its great moments, but its great moments were really great. Like the first 18 minutes of the last episode, this entire part before we get to the annoying adopted children on the series finale. I like seeing Lizzie being a divorcee who was too scared to shoot a gun. And like the show was good, and it's a very, it's a good show. It's not good enough to be a top 10 show. It will probably be forgotten about in a year or two, which is interesting because next week the It prequel show, which already has been renewed for season 2, which by the way was a show that was designed for HBO Max, but because they believe it's that good, they decided to make it the Sunday 9 p.m. show, which means they believe in it. In the same way with James Gunn's Green Lantern show that's airing next year, right? So I we're gonna see like is Welcome because Welcome I wasn't given any screeners for Welcome to Derry. I know people who have seen the first like 2 or 3 episodes of Welcome to Derry. They say it's fucking phenomenal and that I would love it and that we finally have like a good horror TV show. So I'm excited. As well as we have Rachel Snott's of Welcome I Love LA TV show that's about to start next week as well. So there's that. Look, I think watch Task. I think it's a good show. I think you'll forget about it in a year, but I think the actress who plays Lizzie and the actor who plays Grasso are probably going to end up becoming leads in a lot of popular shows because I think this like gave them the platform to that. All I gotta say is I don't care about the adopted family whatsoever, and I think this entire plot line of the what's it called the adopted son who murdered the wife. It's weird because I thought we were gonna get. Everyone assumed we would get the flashback episode of that day of like Tom coming home to the son, over the body of his wife. But okay. Anyway, the actress who plays Maeve is hot. I kind of like the fucked up bangs haircut. Similar, it's kind of similar to Sydney Chandler's haircut in the Alien Earth show. By the way, Alien Earth is on my fucking list of 10 because first of all, that one episode is better. It's basically the best Alien movie we've had, and I liked Alien Romulus. Right, I'm just saying, and I like the whole 7'5" fucking alien thing we got. But yo, Maeve is a baddie, So was Lizzie. I would fuck. I don't know if if Lizzie was a brunette, I think I would like Lizzie more than Maeve, but, like, I just don't like blondes. Like, kinda like in SNL last night, Sabrina Carpenter had a brunette wig on, and Sabrina Carpenter looked hotter there than her, Barbie doll look she currently has going on. But anyway, that's everything.